to Dr. Hyde Park in Roscommon for last Sunday's historic game. The GAA call it an inter-county B competition, but to the players and followers waiting for the game to kick off, it was the All-Ireland B final. The GAA began the competition this year for weaker counties who wouldn't have made it to an All-Ireland final before. Throwing in the ball for what was also his first senior All-Ireland final was referee Tommy Howard from Kildare. Sligo fought hard in the opening stages of the game, but Leitrim soon showed their superiority, casting off the title they've long held as the Cinderella county of Gaelic football. Leitrim opened the scoring in the 3rd minute of the match. A great solo run by Ahawillam man Jerry Flanagan gave Leitrim their first point. And the predominantly Leitrim crowd didn't have to wait long for their second, scored from a free by Brian Breen. And almost immediately afterwards, 10 minutes into the game, captain Mickey Quinn was to put Leitrim 3 points ahead. Sligo battled on, but the die was soon cast. Halfway through the first half, a foul on Michael Martin, crowded out by Sligo defenders, gave Leitrim a penalty. Hoping to repeat his penalty score in the Connacht Championship game against Roscommon, Kieran Mahon lined up to take it. Despite the setback, Sligo were still in the game at this stage, making some strong attempts to break Leitrim's growing control. But just as Sligo were recovering, Leitrim unleashed a magnificent attack. Starting with a move by number 2 Ollie Honeyman near his own back line, the ball was passed upfield to Jerry Flanagan, who kicked it to number 10 Pádraig Kenny. A terrific solo run by Kenny, who picked the ball up about 40 yards out from the Sligo net, resulted in Leitrim's second goal and the best score of the game. Sligo managed one score in the first half, a point by Bernard Mulhern. But Leitrim weren't slow to reply, scoring 4 more points before half-time. Shane Heslin put his name on the score sheet. But just before the half-time whistle, Sligo very nearly put one in the Leitrim net. A pass from Tommy Dignan set Carl Finnerty up for a strong attack on the Leitrim goal. But keeper Thomas Quinn pulled off a terrific save, denying Sligo their only real chance of a goal. At half-time, Leitrim were well ahead with a 12-point lead. In the second half, Leitrim were again fast on target with a couple of early points. Kieran Mahon notching up another score from a free. Very soon after, Drumreilly man Pat Donoghue put another one over the bar for Leitrim. And then goalscorer Pádraig Kenny made good use of a pass from Brian Breen to score a magnificent point midway through the second half. Leitrim were now well on their way to taking home the first All-Ireland B Cup. Their 4th and final score in the second half left no doubt about it. Declan Darcy knocked the ball down to Pádraig Kenny, and then Noel Moran put it over the bar. As the crowds began to leave a couple of minutes before full time, there was a consolation score for Sligo, their only point in the second half. The man who put it over the bar for Sligo was Enniscrone player Carl Finnerty. But it made little difference on the final scoreboard. Leitrim 2-11, Sligo 2 points. A very disappointing result for Sligo, even though they went into the game as underdogs. Leitrim had been expected to take the title, their first senior title in 63 years. And it was a proud moment for captain Mickey Quinn as the first man to accept the All-Ireland B Cup from fellow Leitrim man, President of the Connacht Council, George O'Toole.
I think it was our best performance since Digitalised between 12 months ago. I think 15 players played well today, and that was the difference. And there's no way we're going to lose this game from the World Cup.
What did you think of Sligo?
They came at us very strong at the start. It took us a while to settle down, but once Jerry Flanagan got off to a good start with Pint, there was no comeback from there.
Do you see a future for this competition?
Oh, definitely so. Like the GAA, when they start a competition, should follow it through and give it a more professional outlook. Because, you know, we're competing now against other games, and if the GAA are going to start Mickey Mouse in competitions like this, there's no future for GAA, and principally in smaller counties. This is a great lift for counties like Leitrim and Sligo.
It's something that we wanted to win. It was a target. It was one of our goals starting off in the year to win this competition. We've won that. One goal achieved. That's the way we're looking at it.
But at the same time, the GAA aren't recognising it as an actual All-Ireland. Does that take away from it to a certain extent?
GAA mightn't recognise it as an actual Ireland, but we are recognising it as an actual Ireland. I think that's what counts.
You're going to keep going from here?
Hopefully now we'll see through the Connacht Championship next year and we'll win the final.